Hi everyone. So today I'm going to do a blowout bloom and spin it so you can see exactly how I do it. And of course I'll explain as I go along. So if you're just starting to do blooms, this might help you a little bit. So for my pillow, this is house paint. This is the Valspar semi-gloss that I mix with a little bit of GAC 800 and a little bit of water just to get it to a consistency much thicker than what we use for acrylic pouring, but this is the consistency I like it for the blooms. So I'm going to put some of this down and we'll take the next step from there. So I like to keep a nice heavy puddle because when I spin it I would definitely want it to spin out. So I will put this down and then I'll move some with my stick. You don't have to get it perfect because we're going to spin it, and you want to try to keep your paint, the weight of the paint in the center of the canvas. Okay, so I'm trying to keep that all there because I need that for when I blow out, but I also need paint for it to blow out against. Kind of like when you're doing your Dutch pours. You want to have something for that paint to glide across. Okay. No reason to torch. Not at this point. After the hairdryer I might have to touch it a few times, but not at this point. So my first color down is going to be Snapdragon. This is from SheleeArt Primary Elements. They're absolutely gorgeous colors. So I like a nice heavy layer. So I'm only going to do one. And these are mixed with the Sherwin-Williams base, 2-to-1. So I used 2 cups of the base and probably about 3/4 of a cup of the Minwax polyacrylic. And all that information is on video 500, except we're doing the 2 cups to 3/4 cup of the varnish. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and put down, this is Bling It. This is also from SheleeArt. It's called Hydrangea. This has a little interference in it, so you want to definitely make sure you put it on a dark color so you can see it. I've been leaning a lot on this table, so it's going to be a little off. My next color is Sweet Thistle. Absolutely gorgeous color. Kind of a periwinkle, a little darker. Oh, it's got some white in there. It's hard to not cross-contaminate with your hands. And this one is the Interference Violet, which is also a Bling It. I have like 68 of these mixed up, and I've just been playing and playing and playing. Alright, now on the cell activator, I do 3-to-1. This is Golden's Carbon Black. That comes in a jar, or you can get the tube, which is heavy body as well. 3-to-1, and I do give it a squirt, maybe half a teaspoon of GAC 800, because I want all this to dry at the same time. That way you don't get cracking. So I'll slide that over there. Alright, so I'm just going to give it just a smidge, because I see a few bubbles. but we're going to blow it out with the hairdryer. So I am going to mute you so you don't have to listen to the hairdryer, and then we'll come back. Okay, so that hairdryer is a handleless hairdryer. I do have that in my Amazon shop if you want to get one for this purpose. So now I'm going to go in and just blow and try to bring up some of those metallics underneath. I am using a turkey baster. I'm not too worried about the edges because they're going to get spun off anyways. Okay. And if you keep using this, you're going to get condensation in there, and you may end up spitting in your painting, so I can already see that it's built up. Just take a skewer with a paper towel, go down and wipe it out before you do your next painting. Okay, now I forgot to say also, on my CA, my cell activator, this is the Australian Floetrol. Alright, let's spin. So I already know I'm going to have some white because of the direction that I went in when I poured. I love the sound of flying paint. And I am going to give it one more spin. I still think there's a lot left on there yet. Let me just check. So you can check your thickness of your paint with a skewer. Just touch the center. Check your skewer. If you're more than 1/8 of an inch, you're definitely going to want to take a little bit more off. I really don't need to, because I already know this isn't going to make any difference here. But let's go ahead and we'll just give it a little one. That way I know my sides are getting covered, and I don't have to worry about anything. That's pretty. I love those interference colors, how they work. Alright, let me wipe this off out of the way. Alright, so my sides are all covered. I have a couple of bubbles that I'm going to pop. Now if I would have just went straight across, I might have been able to get more color in this end. But I'm actually liking the little bit of negative space where these seem to like fold over, and they make some pretty cool effects. And I've been doing that with a lot of them If you've been watching my videos, you've been seeing that curve. And I've been getting a lot of butterfly wing effects, which I absolutely love. You just don't want to stay in one spot too long because this is house paint and it has a tendency to skin when you use the torch. I don't see any more bubbles. I think we're good. Beautiful. I love it. Let me pop it off here and you can get a close-up. That's so pretty. So these are some beautiful shades of purple. They probably look blue on your camera or on your screen, but they are purple. I do have a little blue that's mixed in from the interference. And of course that interference violet gave me that that pink in there. It's really pretty. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me at ChristinaWelchArt@yahoo.com. Join our group on Facebook. Oh my goodness. The Parage Posse with Christina Welch. Check out my art page as well on Facebook, Christina Welch Art. Join us every Monday night. We're live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Alan and I paint and answer questions, and we joke around. We have a great time. Come be part of the group. We love new members. And shop with me on Amazon. I have everything on there. The cake turner. And let me move this and you can see it. It comes with an offset spatula and some cake decorating tools that you could use in acrylic pouring as well. And I also have the hair dryer, the torch, these little plastic containers to mix your paint in. There's just all kinds of goodies in there. And then this painting will cure for at least 10 days. House paint's a little different than our pouring paints. There is no silicone in here. So about 10 days. Sometimes I go 2-3 weeks. But we will resin this. It'll be absolutely gorgeous when I resin it. So don't hesitate to try it, guys. It's fun, especially if you have a spinner. Get some use out of it. This has just been so much fun for me, and I'm really loving these. And they are good sellers, so if you're selling your art, these do sell quite well. So, with that being said, love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now.